Happy Heritage Day to everyone. Today is the 24th of September, the day where we celebrate our indifferences, the day where we celebrate our roots and our heritage. And it's a perfect day for this session today as we are connecting to our ancestors. It is ancestral connection and giving ourselves those roots, or maybe for some of us we haven't actually plugged our ancestral roots back on, or maybe we do actually have an ancestral connection. Regardless, the session will still be beneficial in just tapping into our own ancestral roots. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. How do we connect with our ancestors? The people that had come before us, the people that had passed on into the other world, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, their parents, and the list goes back on. In today's session, I would like for us to connect with our lineage, with our ancestors. And by ancestors, I mean the people that we come from our bloodline perspective. And if we are adopted or we were raised in a different family from our blood family, we still have our lineage, our blood ancestors. We now just have extra, so we're somehow lucky that we now have extra sets of ancestors. So I would still suggest that you honor both ancestor, the ones that raised you and the one that gave you life. Our ancestors, our lineage, they have gifted us with the gift of life. They have gifted us with the breath of life, and honoring them is honoring that life, that gift that we have, that DNA that we have, that we got from them. And today's session is going to consist of a quick visualization where we'll be visualizing our lineage to help us kind of mentally connect to them. I will also do a geogram. Yes, that's how it's called. Where I'll be drawing down with circles the line where we come from. I'm also going to use my dollies, my favorites, to kind of place them down as we do a visualization, so you can see. If you can visualize them, then you can just look as to where your ancestors would go. I don't think I have nearly enough dollies to cover all our ancestors, of course, but I'll just do 7 generations from us, and yeah, I hope you can follow along. So just sitting comfortably where we are, we're going to start by visualizing. I want you to visualize your mother coming forth behind you, slightly putting her hand on your right shoulder. And then you visualize your father also coming in and putting his hand on your left shoulder. And then I would like to invite your grandparents from your maternal side, from your mother's side. So your grandmother coming in and putting her hand onto your mother's shoulder. And your grandfather coming in, putting on his hand onto your mother's left shoulder. The same on the other side. Your grandmother, your father's mother coming in and putting on her right hand on your father's right shoulder. And your grandfather from your paternal side putting on his left hand on your father's left shoulder. And I invite you to invite your great parents. So the parents of your grandmother and your grandfather. And now this is going to be a set of 4 because your grandmother has her mother and her father. And your grandfather has his mother and his father. And the same is on the other side, on your paternal side. Your grandmother there also has his mother and his father behind them, also putting their hands on their shoulders, giving them that support. Behind them, behind your great-grandparents comes your great-great-great-parents, the parents of your great-great-parents, also supporting them. Now there are 8 behind them and 8 behind the side, which makes 16. And behind them, their parents, their support, which now makes 32 people. So now we have 2 people behind you, your mother and your father, 4 people behind them, their parents, your grandparents. Behind them, we have 8 people, your great-great-parents. And behind them, we have 16 people, your great-great-great-parents. And then we have 32 people, your great-great-great-great-great-parents. And it goes on to 72, more and more and more and more people that all contributed to your DNA, that all had to be here for you to be here. I want you to connect to this lineage, this expansive V that literally goes back till the very first beginning, to the very first men and women here on this earth. In this line of people, of ancestors, there is so many resources for you. There's businessmen, there's healers, there's magicians in all forms. There is love, there is hate, there's all of it that you come from. And here you are in the leading edge of this V that is going out, receiving life, receiving the breath of life from all of them. All of them had passed something forward to contribute to your DNA today. All of them had something to offer to contribute to what you are today. Now I would invite you that you visually turn around, or you can actually turn around and you honor them. You give thanks to them for giving you this gift of life, that you see them all. You see the expansive of everyone that had to be here for you to be here today. Now, I think it's very important that we connect to our ancestors. We connect to the people that had contributed to our DNA. It resources us. It really does, but it also helps us to realize that we are not alone. Right? That we are in the system of people that had come and left, and we too are part of that contribution to life itself, and to honor that breath of life, that holy gift that they've gifted us for us to be alive today, and also to tend to our own life, to literally be in that edge. And I like this visualization where it is literally this V of life, where we are standing in front and we can look into our own life and know that there is a whole army, literally a whole army of people that had come before us, that we can go to them for resources whenever we need resources. And when we connect to them in that way, we connect to the very life itself, because we are connecting with the idea that life is pushed forward through people. Through your ancestors, life was pushed forward to us, and now we get to push life forward as well. and whatever that looks like for ourselves. And maybe we don't have children, but we still put life forward through our work, through our creation, through our arts, through lovingly. But we also get to push life forward, just like they did push life forward to us, and we get to honor them in that way. I hope and pray that you are also connecting with your lineage, and if there is something distasteful in your lineage that had happened, that you can honor that as part of your lineage. We don't meddle in our ancestors' business, what they did or did not do. We try and stay away so that we're able to have all the resources and energies to face our own lives and to look into our own life.